The Dark Gold EA has done something very special in our Darwin X Zero account. It hasn't lost a single trade since it started trading. And I'm going to show you the incredible real trading results. In this video, we'll look at the track record. I'll show you the settings I'm using and explain why this might be one of the most robust gold EAs I'm trading. And yes, I'll show the exact set file I used so that you can try it for yourself. Let's get started. So let's start by looking at our MT5 platform, our Darwin X platform, where we are running the Dark Gold. And what you can see is, if I go through the trades, is that we started trading this at the end of March. So it's just under 3 months. And you can see that we have nothing but winning trades in this account. And we'll check exactly how many there are, but I believe it is over 60. We'll have a look at the FX Blue track record shortly. Now, if we take a quick look at the trades, you can see that it has executed quite a lot of trades, and all of these are buy trades, and I have this EA set to buy only, and I'll explain to you why in a second. And what we can see is that all of these trades that open here all closed on a profit. Now, it's important to note that it doesn't mean that we have never had a drawdown. We did in fact have a drawdown, and let's go into the track record so we can have a closer look. Let's look at the stats very quickly before we look at the drawdowns. And what you'll see is that if we go to the strategy, you'll see that we've got 69 trades with a 100% win rate. Let's go back to the overview, and what you can see is that currently we have a floating loss. Let's have a look at the equity. And what you'll see is that we currently do have a little bit of a floating loss. However, if you look at the account since we started, it's not the first one we've had. We had quite a large run here. We had a few smaller ones along the way, but it always recovered, and right now it is in another drawdown, but that's not really a big deal at this stage, and let me show you why. If we look at the gold chart, okay, and if we go out, you'll see that if we zoom out, it definitely is still very much in an upward trending market, although the last few days it has been going a little bit down. However, it's not such a big deal, because if you zoom out, you'll see that it is still very much trading within this channel with a very clear support and resistance. So it did break through the support, but I believe that it will go back up soon. However, just to be safe, what we have implemented, if we look at the properties, is what you'll see is that if we go down to the settings, you'll see that we have enabled the close on percentage loss. So in other words, it means is once this reaches 25% of a loss, it will close the positions. Now, 25% is quite a lot. However, because we are trading this in a Darwin X Zero account, it's not such a big deal. Now, for those of you that are not familiar with Darwin X Zero, so you pay a sign-up fee of 43 or 38 euros. However, I will leave a coupon down below in the description for a discount. And you pay this 43 a month, and for that you get 100,000 euros to trade with. Now, that is virtual funds. However, once you go through the various phases, let's look at the capital allocation. So initially, when you start trading, you'll go through a calibration phase, and then from there you will go into silver, and then hopefully gold, and then later on into investors, where you can actually attract outside investors. But in the silver, where I am now, essentially what happens is that any profit that you make in your Darwin, you will get 15% of. That is your performance fee. So let's say, for example, that you make 10% on your 100K allocation you receive, and your risk is set to a risk ratio of 1. So that means for every one lot that you trade on MetaTrader, your Darwin is trading one lot as well. So if you make 10% or 10,000 euros of profit, you will receive 1,500 as your performance fee. Now, if we go back to the robot, something else that I wanted to show you is that on this particular robot, we are trading with the grid disabled. So let's have a quick look at the grid settings. You'll see that I have the grid disabled. So the grid enable grid is set to false. The reason for that is that Darwin X Zero, the way it works, it does not like grid systems. So it prefers straightforward systems, open and close a trade. And if you want to learn more about how the Darwin X risk engine works, or the kind of strategies that work best, we did record a podcast with the guy in charge of the allocations at Darwin X Zero. And if you haven't seen that, I will link to it down below in the description. Let's come back to Darwin X Zero very quickly. And what you'll see is that there are other options as well. So So we have the permanent allocation option. Now how this works is that you can actually purchase permanent allocation. So once you get to silver, normally what would happen is that you would get allocations based on your rating. So you need a rating of 75 in order to get your allocation. So right now you can see with the numbers that we have inserted here, we have a rating of 84.17. So let's say, for example, this month we made 3%. Let's work on an average of 3% per month. So let's say that over the last 5 months, we would have had 15%. And let's say as a drawdown, we would have had -8, all right, as our maximum drawdown. If we calculate that, you'll see that we have a rating of 88. So in this case, we would have received an allocation of 40,000. So you have to hit these targets every month in order to have your allocation. You don't have to hit it every month. What I mean is that once you get your allocation, you have this allocation for 3 months. However, if you hit the target, again, the following month, you will get additional allocation that will be added to this. If you want to just have your allocation off the bat, so as you try trading, you have the option of permanent allocation. Now, how that works is that you can purchase it, and there are different purchasing options here. So, for example, if you go with the 5%, right? Sorry, then it will cost you $800 or 695 euros. So what that means is, once your account has reached 5% in growth, you can then buy the permanent allocation for this price. If you want to start trading with a permanent allocation, as soon as you start trading, so as soon as you open your Diamond X Zero account, you want your permanent allocation, you want to start trading with it, then you can purchase it, and the purchase price is here. It's $1,500 or 1,300 euros. All right, and then if you look at the others, you can see that if you hit 10%, it costs a little bit less, same for 15 and 20. So as you hit those higher profit targets, then you can get the permanent allocation at a lower price. So the dark gold is available on the Dark EA's website, and I will leave a link to it down below in the description. And if you use the coupon code PETCO10, you'll get an additional 10% discount. What you'll see is that there are a number of EAs that you can select from. So the Dark Nova, which is a brand new one that I reviewed recently. We've also got the Dark Algo, the Dark Titan, and the Dark Gold. And what you'll see is that for the Dark Gold, you have the option of purchasing 5 flexible MT4 and MT5 licenses for $99. So what that means is that you can run this EA on 5 different accounts. They can be demo or live, and you can actually run multiple charts on each of your platforms. So very, very good value for money. Or if you want to run even more, then you've got the option to get 10 flexible license, and that is $149. Let's go back to the VPS. In this account here, as you can see that we don't have a single loss. We are in a little bit of a floating loss at the moment, but I do believe that will recover. But let me show you the other accounts. We have the Dark Gold trading, and this is where I have the grid enabled. So in this account, you'll see that I have the Dark Gold as well as the Dark Titan. And if we look at the most recent trades, right, so these 3 were with the Dark Titan. However, these 3 above here were with the Dark Gold. Now, the drawdown that you saw in the other account, this was basically in this period here. So you'll see that with the grid, what it actually did is that it opened additional trades, and it actually did recover too. In fact, there was only 1 trade that it opened to recover it. So these 2 trades closed at the same time, and we actually did close it on a profit. So it really depends on your strategy, on your risk tolerance, which you would prefer, but you can see that it does work both ways. We have another account where we have it running as well. This is a very, very new account. So this account was started, really the first trade was open on the 12th, so it's just a little over 2 weeks. Here I have the EA running. I have it at a slightly lower risk, but what you can see is that most of the trades are profitable. We have these 2 losing trades, but you can see that these 2 close at the same time, so it did close on a profit, and the same with these 2 trades here. So this is where it closed on a loss, but it did actually close at the same time. So overall, we are profitable. So when it comes to trading any kind of grid martingale or any kind of grid robot, it's really important to set your boundaries or to set your risk level. And in this account, we've done that, and I have stop losses in place so that should it just continuously open more and more trades, it will eventually stop and protect the account. Now, I have been testing the Dark Gold with another pair, so not gold at all, and it's looking very promising. And if you want to see that video when we publish it, as well as the others I record where I review free EAs and share my settings, please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you know as soon as we upload a new video. So as I mentioned earlier, you'll see that in this account, this one's been running for quite a long time, and the Dark Gold is performing exceptionally well. The same as this one, although it is very new, and I will leave links to all 3 of these accounts down below in the description, and I will also share my set files for all 3 of these for you so that you can trade them and you can try them and you can give me your thoughts in the comments. So based on the results so far, I'm going to leave this EA to continue trading, and hopefully it will continue with this perfect record and recover that floating loss. As mentioned earlier, I do plan to use this EA with another asset, and I may just add that to the same account, so keep an eye on the track record. I'll leave a link to the robot, set file, the track record, and Darwin X0 so that you can give this a try too. As always, thanks for watching, trade safe, and I'll see you soon.